Hello. Hello, you guys. Welcome. It is Sunday night. Thought I would just chit chat so that let me get this together. Since I didn't have a video, I don't want that to be all in the way. Make it. Hey. Hello. Good evening. So I didn't have a video today. We went to like Target and stuff like that, but it was just boring. Hey. So I thought I'll come on and say, hey y'all, it's Sunday. It's still pretty well, it's 8:30 now. 9:30 now. So yeah, hey, happy Sunday, you guys. Hello. I'm just in my bedroom, showered and everything else, and I was like, let me go chit chat with y'all. Hey, so let me get this one so I can see what you guys are chit chatting about. What you guys do? Did y'all cook dinner? I actually did not. We made Darnell cooked. He made like breakfast this morning, a big breakfast. So that kind of held me over all day. How am I feeling? Great, thank you. No complaints here. Is it but if you're speaking about the passing away of the family member, very very heartbroken about that. She actually made our um flower bouquet for our little courthouse wedding. Yeah, so good times, good memories. Hey, hello, live on Channel 5. Okay, let me get to here so I can see, so I can quit like looking like that at the computer. There we go. I can see you guys. So, all right. So, anywho, in my little bedroom here, y'all can see outside. I got some water, ice. Y'all eat ice? I eat ice. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Ronald actually be heading out of here on Tuesday. Yep, he is leaving out of here on Tuesday. It's like always somebody is passing in the month of December. It is like my grandmother, she had passed Christmas Eve in December one year, and then then my next grandma did it in January. They were like back to back, and then yeah, another family member had passed in December as well. His parents were down visiting us when we lived in Georgia, and then they had to leave out during Christmas vacation to go back. So yeah, it's always something in life. Is just what it's gonna be. You eat crushed ice. Love ice. I didn't want to be on her crunching, so I was like, let me not start crunching on no ice. But I have to get ice. Like we have a little ice maker. Oh, I could never live in a house without ice. Like I'd be going to people's house. I'd be so sad when their ice machine or their ice thing don't work. I'm like, we got to do something. We have to go buy some bag of ice. We got to do something. But I get ice out the machine or whatever, and then I run water over it to make it soft. Yeah, and then I pour the water off, and then just eat the ice. Just the crunch and all that stuff. But anyways, that's that. Everybody's well. I know I had a couple of you guys reach out and ask about April. She's doing great. Wrapping up, she'll be starting, next semester in January. So she's just working around the city, a couple of jobs, little part-time jobs, keep herself busy out there. Yeah, that's it. Nothing else. For us, I know. And then the house hunting, I got quite a bit of people ask on Instagram and here. We're still searching for a house. Actually, he looks online all the time, every day at the MLS listing of the homes. So we actually drove maybe last week. We were drove up because we was like, okay, we found this city and it has some brand new builds that's gonna be super affordable in our price range. So we was like, okay, let's go drive up to this city. Even though it's taking us out of South Florida, it'll put you up like West Palm West Palm Beach area. So we get on the highway, we driving. We was like, okay, it's only like an hour and some away from here. But soon as you get out of like Broward County, like right off of South, it's just like the vibe change. I'm like, man, you can get a bigger house, all of that up there, but it just ain't the same. So, and the vision that we were going to look at, they were already sold out of those houses, and then the next houses, that they have, they're not going to break ground until probably like January of 2022, but it's still so far away. So we're like, plan B, go back to square one. So at this point, I think location is more important, and then if we don't get the best of a house, we can always fix it up, slowly. Just change stuff, build stuff, create stuff, break walls down, add stuff. So location seems to be kind of important at this point. Yeah, we have a realtor. We go through the VA, so they already assigned us realtors, and if we choose to go to like different areas, um, we can change and get a different realtor for that specific area. The ones that's like considered experts of the area. Um, we used the realtor, but because we wasn't rushing, we don't want to really tie up the realtor's time because he's probably 100% commission. He needs to make his money. So I made it very clear to him we're not gonna rush. We're taking our time. So he kind of at first he was really really on us, and I was kind of getting annoyed, and he kind of felt it, so he kind of pushed back. So he'll still like Thanksgiving. He wrote Happy Thanksgiving to us in the text and all of that. So you definitely can see the fallback. He's not as in your face like he was at first. But so yeah, so house hunting, we're gonna get serious right after the holiday, so we can kind of narrow it down because we won't have that much longer. Well, this lease we have until the end of 2022 for this lease, because we extended, so we can have all the beginning of the year. Take our time, find a house, don't feel pressure. So yeah, that's that with the house thing. I know I'll be getting people. When are you gonna get a house? All that. This market, like we looked at a house and he was like, this house was not selling for this amount a couple months ago. They raised their price up for like 40 to 50 thousand dollars more, and the house is not even worth it. It was outdated. The flow of the house was crappy, like it was choppy, like it had a little bitty. It had stepped down into a room, and then it'll break it off, and then you'll have a little. It was just not a good flow to a house. Makes sense. I don't care if you have old, outdated stuff. If it has a good, consistent flow in your home, which I'm looking for. So yeah, that's that. So I think that's it. What else have I been getting things about? I'm trying to remember. Um, I don't know. Ever since we got out here to Miami, though, like it's been so difficult to like try to post. Like we're always up to doing stuff. I don't know. You see what I mean? Like, yeah, like this time right now. So I'm hoping after the holidays, because you, even this shopping season, even like, I feel, me personally, I feel like the retail is not how it was last year. This time everybody had money, everybody was spending, it was just so much more going on in 2020, even though that we were in a smack dab of a pandemic, but it was a lot of money out. Like, government was giving money out left and right. It was just crazy. Unemployment, this and that. And now all of that kind of ceased. And you kind of feel the shift. To me, I don't know if it's because we're in the heart of the city and it's a little different, but it just seems like it was a different vibe this year. It's not as high demand for stuff. So yeah. Oh, this light. Let's see if we can move this light from out the. Okay, hopefully it's not as bad. Let me read this. What they said. Miami native. Yo, listen, Miami could be tricky because you could start out in the design district with all this, and then a couple of blocks over, you in you in the hood. So it's so weird how you can literally just be in one little section, and you drive out that section, you in a totally different night and day area. It's so funny out here. So we still trying to narrow down. Okay, I like this city. Okay, this city got everything. Okay, I don't mind this city. Yeah. So still kind of get the feel of the lay of the land out here. I still haven't found, besides Little Haiti, a neighborhood that's just like fully predominant blacks out in Miami. You know how you got your pockets, but the only pocket I see that's like predominantly just black is Little Haiti. Yeah. So I'm still getting used to that too, because I'm used to having like variety of nationalities. It's just like one or two. You're pretty much one or two. Like, where's the diversity? Um. Okay. Thought I had missed something. But anyways, that's that. How's everybody else doing? I ain't talking about none. What y'all do? I have like I haven't. It seemed like everybody was vlogging last year. It just seemed different. I don't really see too many people vlogging a lot this season. Let me know if it's just me. Am I missing something? I don't know. Oh, north, but the north vibes. I guess we ain't went to the right part of north because it seems just so boring and blah. Every time we leave out of South Florida and go up, it's like, okay, where's the palm trees? Or where's the some, I don't know. I don't know. We still learning. It's only still been a couple of months since we've been out here. What's the falls? Where's the falls at? You're painting? No, that sounds fun. Watching SNF? What's that? I don't know what that is. I haven't watched TV in a while. You know what I watch in the mornings now is Parking Wars. Even though they play the same ones over, it's just hilarious to me that they be clowning like that, or they be getting their cars towed. I like watching Parking Wars when I have a moment. If I remember in the mornings, I'll go put it on in the living room, like if I'm washing dishes or mopping or whatever, and I'll be watching it. They be clowning on there. The Falls is a mall. Let's Google that. No, I haven't been to the falls. I never even heard of it. I've been to Aventura Mall and uh, that's 30 minutes away. Ooh, thank you. I have to go check this out. I never heard of this. Cute. Mm-mm. We went to Merrick Park. That was what we went to when we went to Pottery Barn. I like that mall. A little high end little mall. I like that one. What city is the falls in? It doesn't really tell me. Yeah, I have that address right there on 136th Street. I would still consider Miami, Florida. Okay. Well, thank you for telling me. Let me know, yo. You like parking wars? It's so hilarious. Like, oh my gosh. So, oh, you watching football? Okay. Well, hey, I'm glad you cut me on while you watching your football. Yeah, they have to redirect themselves. But last year, when all that the free money was rolling out, people was in the stores lining up like crazy. Yeah, it was just something else. And this time last year, we were in St. Louis. We had just moved out there, moving out of Texas. So man, you could just see everybody was just out flossing, buying everything. Even when we came to Miami last year to visit, it was just like people everywhere, and now we go out. I mean, it's people out, but it's people carts are not full like it was, and groceries are higher. It's ridiculous. Oh, okay. So it's that direction. Okay, I would definitely check out the falls. Thank you for telling me. And then I do miss when we were in Texas. They had the little where you can drive and see people houses with all the lights. Like that was really cool. I haven't found that. I Google like lights out here in Miami. That's not big. And then you know how people put stuff outside. Well, here in Florida they do blow up things. Like instead of having like a reindeer, they will have like a blow up reindeer. That was weird to me, but I guess because it's maybe hurricane season, or it's still 80 degrees here, so that's weird. Even though we came out of Texas and it's still pretty warm there, but I don't know, Miami, I just don't get the Christmassy. So it's a little difficult out here. And I guess my location, I guess when I get into a neighborhood with people houses, I'm sure they'll have, decorated. You know that money wasn't gonna last. Nope. They didn't act like they didn't know though. It was funny. But they they are. The blow ups are noisy. So when we came out here to visit our friends last year, they lived in a neighborhood, like a little subdivision or whatever. And that's the first time I've ever. I'm like, why do people have all these blow ups in their house? Like that was weird to me because I never saw such a thing. And then the man will be on the corner and he'll have a whole lot full of blow up like ornaments, Santa Clauses, reindeers. It was just all blow up things, and you could just go out there and just buy your blow up thing and put it in your house. So all of this stuff is new to me out here in Florida. Hopefully we supposed to went to Disney, but we're gonna have to change our date. But still, I'm hoping that we still get to go up there just to go because I know that one is probably decked out with all the lights and everything. Even if I don't go to the Disney park, I could just be there. So hopefully we'll just drive up there for a weekend, stay, have dinner or whatever, and then come on back down here. I really in California people decorate with blow ups. Maybe it's this weather, I don't know, but because it's still literally 81 degrees every single day here. People are still out in shorts, flip flops, tank tops, jogging, walking their dogs. It's just like tropical weather all year round. And see, Texas was still warm because we lived in Texas 4 different times. So Texas is still warm, but it still get a little chilly. And I guess it's not as tropical because they don't have water. So, but I'm sure California is the same as like Florida. Yeah, so I'm still learning. So blow up items it is. And then like lights, I don't see lights on people buildings a lot. Like I'll see them wrap the palm trees with the little rope lights, and then they have that one light, one Christmas tree across the street. But it's not. It doesn't like when you. I don't know. It's just different here. I don't know. It's not like Christmassy. But like I said, maybe when we get into a neighborhood, it'll be different. I'm not buying a house in Texas. I would love to go back to Texas, like Dallas. Oh, they have some dreamy houses there. When we went there for New Year's, we have a good friend up there. She was, her and husband was stationed in the military, so she's up in Dallas now. So we crashed at her house for a couple of days, and we brought the New Year in there. And then while we were there, we would drive through the neighborhoods and see the different houses, like their wooden gates around their houses would be so fancy, like the design, the struct. It was just beautiful, like their houses. I don't even. We wasn't close from North North Park Mall, like out that area. Them houses are so beautiful. We definitely, if we go back to Texas, we get a way bigger house, more money, more house for your money out in Texas. But of course, you got the water here, you got the tropical vibe here. So yeah. But yeah, he doesn't want to go back to Texas. He is over it. He wants to stay here right here in Florida. And at first he was looking at houses, like I said, in West Palm Beach area. What's that? Port St. Lucie area. All of those places. He was looking for houses. And then now we've been living down here, and we drove back up there, and he's like, "That's too far up. I don't want to go up there. There, I don't want to go that back up north. Like I even consider it, like if we do go back up, like go back to like Orlando area or even Jacksonville. I don't know. I don't know too much about Jacksonville. But Tampa, we originally last year, our original city was going to be Tampa. So when we came to Florida last year in December, we actually rented a car and we kept driving to Tampa looking for houses over in Tampa. But then I don't know. We came when we left to fly back out of what was that, Fort Lauderdale. So we came to Miami before our flight. We fell in love just like that. We drove down. I was like, I can't leave Florida without going to Miami. So as we literally passed Fort Lauderdale Airport, drove down here to Miami, found a taco spot, and instantly, as soon as you roll into Miami, we just got the Bad Boys vibe, like Bad Boys, bad. Like that most of it was filmed or supposed to have been filmed out here, so you just got that vibe. We was like loving it. So when we went back to St. Louis, that's how we ended up in Miami, just from us coming down to Miami before we flew back. And we was like, we got to go to Miami. We have to. So our original plan was just to get an apartment out here in Miami, stay for a little bit, and then move back, go buy a house up north, go back like West Palm Beach area, all of that. But now when you live down here and then you try to go back up there, it's like, no, it's not the same. It's not the same. Like, I don't know. It's like soon as you leave out of like Fort Lauderdale area, anything above Fort Lauderdale is like, no. Maybe because we don't know too much about which area out there, because we never really too much out there. Like we'll go to Fort Lauderdale, we'll go to Hollywood, um Aventura. Oh Lord, if I can afford to live there, that would be my city. Aventura would be definitely my city of choice, or Coral Gables. Can't afford any of those $1 million houses at no point. We put our price range in, they don't even come up on the map for a house to buy. So it's not even nowhere near. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're being patient. Um, that's why we extended the lease on this apartment. That's why we always get, when y'all get in the house, leaves me. We'll be renting for 2 more years, just because I don't want to feel the pressure of feel like I have to buy a house. I'd rather just take my time, keep overpaying rent, which who cares? But at least if you don't rush into a house, that's 30 years, 15 years, however many you buy your mortgage for. If you rush it, you're gonna be overpaying for that much time. So yeah, ain't no rush. Brodell, he don't work. He just collect checks and do God knows what. I started back working from home. That's why I got that big old massive computer over there. So yeah, that's all I do. Yeah, Miami is only one culture, honey. I do learn that, but hey, they don't bother me. They got some pretty good foods though. I would love to see more of my color out here, but I've gotten used to it. It's a dream. This is a dream for a single man out here though, boy. Because you got all kind of nationalities out here. Well, yeah, for the women, I feel like it's a whole bunch of different nationalities for them for the most part. Yeah, this rent is a little outrageous, more than what we've ever paid, but our location makes a difference. Like my view, I'm just so content. I don't even have to go nowhere, or we don't even really have to drive our car. We could just go walk around here. We can get groceries, Ross, Marshalls, all of that is in walking distance. You know what I mean? I got across the street all those restaurants, like, so you just pay for convenience, you pay for the vibe, all of that. So, but it's hecka expensive, but and it's only a 2 bedroom. Mm-mm-mm. But you can't do nothing but pay for the experience, the vibe. No, it's foreign to you. Oh my lord, it is such that. It is that. But we've lived over in Europe, so that was foreign. We lived in El Paso, that was foreign to me. So it's the same. It's the same. April as well. I told her, she's just waiting for January semester to start. So right now she's just working part time. Yep, just had her little part time jobs. I talked to her earlier today. She was she knitted a hat for someone. She made herself one, and she was making somebody else's a hat. Let's see if y'all can see her. She's gonna kill me for showing y'all her picture. But yeah, that was what she was doing today. Look, everything she does is so aesthetically pleasing. Like this girl, just it's just too much for me. So that was what she was doing. And then I sent her yesterday. I was watching Home Alone. I said, "Look at me watching Home Alone." I watch that movie all the time. It doesn't even matter. Oh, look at this girl. Look at her. That's my child, y'all. Can y'all believe it? I have a 19-year-old. That's crazy. Yes. So she is well, loving her little city. I tried to get her to come home, but she's working too much, so she can't come home right now. So yay, she's doing good though. Where are the dogs? They're in the living room. You want them? I'm gonna mail them to you. They're in there. They're in the living room with Dornell. One of the boys just took them down. They have like a little dog park here in our building, so somebody took them down. I heard them go down there. Yes, I knew about hops. So that's how I used to get back and forth from I never you know how people we used to live in Germany, right? Twice. All these people will come back to the States and they would buy their plane tickets and spend thousands of dollars to fly from Europe back to the States. We have never ever paid commercial flights to fly the hop. We always just, take the hops. So yeah, the prices that you're saying about the $10 and stuff, those are only if you want to buy. Those are taxes if you want to take a commercial flight. But you can fly completely free on hops, and just take a military plane. But because of COVID, I know they had stopped that for a while. But yes, I am aware. I am the discount queen. I had a whole book when we lived overseas. Space A. I had every um what you call that, airport number. I had the parking. I had everything. Like I wasn't spending that much money. He was back then lower ranker, and we had those kids. I wasn't spending all that money just to fly and stuff. And I wasn't pretty much working. I would get myself on that list, especially if he was deployed. My category would bump up. Yeah, so I know about hops. We even hopped through the states. Yeah. Yes, take my time. And Royal Palm. So we went up there um last week. We were going to Westlake, Florida, because they had a new house subdivision out there, but they were sold out. So the same people are gonna have new houses that you can get custom built. Um, but they're gonna break ground in 2022. I think Royal Palm was the city. I don't know. I don't know. But like if we go further down, close going towards Key West, you can get a big old house for cheap. But I don't want to go down there because there's nothing down there. It's too far. It's too far south. No. But you can get a good old big old house for, not cheap. It's cheaper than this area here, definitely for sure. Flights are free. Yeah, they're free. Only thing you have to buy is your meals. If you We're talking about military hops and stuff. So yeah, definitely. But what I do miss getting, like we fly Southwest. Now that he's retired, they don't do it. It's only for active duty to get discounts. Hmm. I do miss that. Besides that though, everything else is pretty much the same. I do miss Southwest and their things and their hello, everyone is well. Hello, hello. How are you? My day was fine. I missed that, Felicia. I'm sorry. Hello. We went only to Target. I went and got my toesies done. Darnell had him a massage. Um, me and Jordan ran to Publix when Darnell was getting a massage. And what else did we do? That's about it. Came back home. I took a nice hot shower because I ran back into Bath and Body Works and I exchanged for my candles for some new candles. I got another candy apple. I'm burning that right now. It's over there on my desk. And peppermint something. I had burned one of the doornails and I liked it. Yeah, yeah, that's where it was at, West Lake, Florida. But when we went to drive up there last week, it's just so far. We drove up there, we drove around, look for houses and all that stuff. And then we ended up back into Boca Raton. I think we stopped and ate lunch there. Boca Raton, it was okay. It's not a bad city. It seemed like a little pricey in Boca Raton. And then we were going to stop in Fort Lauderdale and see what they had, but we just came back. I'm sorry. I'm getting sleepy. We drove back down here because if you wait too long, 95 traffic is absolutely ridiculous. It'd be like 2 o'clock in the afternoon in 95 traffic. I-95 traffic is always so many people. Like, where in the heck are y'all going at 2 o'clock in the afternoon? So we went up there. We drove around, and then by the time we got up to West Lake, and we got on the phone with the lady who works in the house, the custom house, whatever. She was like, "Oh, they sold out." I was like, "Well, can we go see the ground that's gonna break in 2022?" She's she kept giving me runaround, so we never got to see the new where they're gonna break ground for the new one. But we just determined it's just too high. He finally, Ronell finally admitted that That is too high. Dordell. So I got on the waiting list. I gave them something for Westlake. I gave them something. Son, go give me a Sprite, please. And it's time to get ready to go to bed. From the kitchen, I can. Girl, listen. Coming out of Miami, up going 95, 95 north is absolutely ridiculous. Like, word. So I don't know where people commuting, but it's just that's why I'm like, no, I'm going back to work from home. I can't get out here and go to and be in this traffic every day. It'd be a million accidents because people are so entitled. They be having these cars, filling it in. They actually they don't care what kind of car. They just drive anything and go in and out of traffic. They just do what they want to do. It's just like a million accidents. That's why our insurance is sky high because people can't drive out here. It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't know where Wellington, Florida is, but I would have Donnell look up my doctors in Jacksonville. Okay, and what else? Run down and games. Jacksonville, he's never ever Donnell would never consider Jacksonville. He would do like Orlando, even Tampa before Jacksonville. So yeah, I don't think we'll ever make it there. So the house that we found in Tampa, I wish we could find that down here somewhere. Thank you, son. Did you hear me about bed? Huh? Yes, sir. It's time to go to bed. I love you. You got 4 more days of school, sir. Yeah, 4 or 4.5, 3.5. Y'all go on vacation on Friday. Yeah, when the break starts. So go ahead and take yourself to bed. You took your shower. You put your clothes in the dryer. Okay, as soon as you put your clothes in the dryer, go to bed, son. Love you. Okay. My cute cup from Starbucks. They had like a special. It was in Target, and they had like $5 off your cup. So I got this one and the small red one over there that I have my coffee in. But that's that. So hopefully one day we'll find a home. When I create my vision board, because usually everything I put on my vision board usually come to, come to life. I don't know how or why, but like I said, I want to travel the world and all this stuff. All that stuff have come to life by writing stuff down and making a plan and stuff. So on my vision board that I do, a house is going to be on there, and I'm going to kind of make it very specific. You can't just be general when you be like, hey, I want this kind of house, I want it to do this. You usually can manifest it. I know people probably don't believe in it, and I believe everything happened for a reason. I really believe no matter what, you may not know the reason, but I believe it. So on my vision board, that's definitely going to be number one on there. Yeah, but North Florida, you have to know what city in North Florida. 100-day dream home located in Tampa. Tampa got nice houses. Like I said, we have found this subdivision, right? The only reason we come back from Tampa because when we came out here last December, literally last December, and we were in Tampa looking around for houses, so we found this subdivision. I fell in love. They only had like maybe 4 or 5 houses left at this whole subdivision because they already had sold out all of their um homes that they built. All them homes that got sold. So the one that I fell in love with, like you walk in, it had like a beautiful entryway, and then it was like an open concept, and it had like a little you had a big pool, and then it had like a pool house kind of. It was still attached to the house. It had a bathroom back there, but you can put like a pool table and all of that. So and then like if you're in a swimming pool, is a bathroom back by the pool, so you don't have to come through the house with your wet clothes on. The bedroom was good. The closets inside the bedroom, like everything about this house. I cannot stop thinking about it. Every time I go look at houses here, I compare it to that one because it's just like I feel if I could pick that house up and just put it down here, it would be so perfect. And but at the time last year, we was like, ooh, that price for a house, that's too much. We don't want to pay that much. But then we really got the cost of living down here is completely different. So we had to know that our budget had to increase. Or yeah, this is not Texas, so you can go get a amazing house for 300,000 over in Texas, like a little mini mansion. Depends on what city you in, but not out here. Little shacks or $500,000 out here. Like, why is that? Because you buy some water? Mm-mm. I tell you, the ones I've been filtering out, like Coral Gables, that's like a whole bunch of older people out there, but I just like the vibe of Coral Gables. Um, Aventura, I see like like my age, 30 years, um, good shoppings out there, nice houses. Um, what other city? Hialeah. Like you hear mixed reviews about Hialeah, something like that. So they're like, no, don't move there. And then we went out there. Actually, we found a subdivision over there too, but it were already sold out. So everywhere we keep finding, they be like decent, keep being sold. It doesn't have to be a new house. Like I said, even if we found an older house and it's something like a good shell, you can always just change the paint, change the floors, upgrade the appliances. Who cares? Oh Lord, a curfew. Well, I can understand why. They got a whole bunch of money out there, so you would never live in Hialeah? Yeah. Listen, I keep on hearing that. Like, where the heck you gonna go? I thought I would see more blacks in Hialeah, but that wasn't the case. I thought that's where they were. And no, when we went over there last week as well, no, mm-mm. They couldn't even speak English at the restaurant we went to. They was like, "Hold on, we gotta go find somebody." So, but they have some new Hialeah Garden. That seemed to be a newer city. Maybe that's it. Hialeah Garden. I don't know, but the buildings, the Rosses, all that seem to be new. So I don't know. Oh wait, hold on. What did you say? Miami Shores is close. Ooh, I never heard of that. I need to look that up. Miami Shores. Okay, thank you. Thank you for telling me to look up. Yeah, I don't mind building. We just have to afford it. I'm not gonna get over my head and be house poor just because I have a house. Because listen, I'm really not. I really don't care about being a homeowner. To be honest with y'all, it's just the anxiety. I'm just not ready for it. So that's why I'm like kind of making every excuse. You leave it to Dornell. We would have bought a house yesterday. But for me, I just know it's so many more responsibilities. Like something happened in this doggone apartment or in military housing, you just call somebody, they'll fix it. You ain't got to do nothing. But something happened in your house that you own, you are the person you call. Or you going to call somebody else to pay for it. So you got to make sure you got enough money so you can be going to no debt, trying to buy a refrigerator, going debt to buy a stove or anything can happen to your house, your water pipe busts. And you just got to make sure you got money for all this stuff. Water pipe bust here. As long as you got some renter's insurance, they'll replace it. Oh, there's a lot of blacks where? We would buy a condo once our children are older. Right now, a condo is not like this apartment is okay for now. And the only reason we're able to pull this temporary apartment off right now is because we have older kids. If we had like 7, 6 year olds, this environment, this is a lot of college age people here. It just wouldn't be good for them or us. So because they're older, it works. I never heard of Curl City. Okalapa. I heard people say stay away from there. Miami Gardens. I heard that all those places. See, I don't know at this point. They say no, don't go to Hialeah, don't go to Miami Gardens, don't go to Okalaka. How do you say it? Opalaka? Don't go there. But that's where it seems like to be. Yeah, more culture over there. I get them. No, we're not getting a bigger apartment. No, for what? Mm-mm. It's just the four of us in this apartment. We're not moving to no other apartment. When we move, it's gonna be the house we buy. Unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to look at it. But we were only supposed to be in this apartment for our lease. Our last lease was only for 7 or 8 months, and we thought we would come and find a house. But when the housing market just the to live in Florida, literally the last couple months, the thing jumped up. Did they say 35% or 45% of the market has went to like Miami's like one of it's even higher than California. Something crazy like that. It just came out like all these reports about rent and the housing market and all that. Miami became higher than California and New York. Yeah, it's crazy. So this is one of the number one places to live right now. So all these houses either they keep getting off the market fast when we find them, or they overpriced. Yeah, so that's it. Liberty City. I heard that's an absolute no. Liberty City? Is that a I heard you better not go there. You would stop? I would stop and find a house in Liberty City. Oh my gosh. Oh well, this housing stuff is overwhelming to say the least. Well, I literally been doing this military thing. I had just turned 17. I graduated and married the same day. So this new adulting, this new lifestyle, this is only been a couple months. So he officially got out the military in February. So we still like all this is still so new. So we just still gotta get a grasp on things. Then first of all, Darnell retired. April graduated, then went to college. It was just so much going on in 2020. Yeah, that was a busy year. Yep. But you know why they can pay cash? So a lot of them people are coming from California and New York. So their cost of living, when they go sell their house and they can come to Florida, they are able to pay cash for their house because even still it's expensive out here. Their housing is way more expensive over there. So yes, that's why they're able to come over here and pay cash for the house. Then I feel like a lot of people go stuff is going to happen. People going to get over their head because moving too fast and trying to take advantage of the situation. And I just know that some things may fall through. Most people from overseas, yeah, came down here for the hot market. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I know y'all tired of hearing about this house stuff, but that's where we at. That's why we don't have a house because I'm not rushing, and the housing market is outrageously ridiculous. So fingers crossed. Then when I put it on my little vision board, it's gonna manifest along with me getting a Range Rover some point. Before I'm 40, I have said it. Before I'm 40, I'm gonna have a Range Rover. I don't know why. I just want that truck. Miami Shores. Okay, we may have to do that when Darnell comes back from St. Louis. Um, Maybe we'll get a chance to go to Miami Shores because we always looking for things to do. If we would have known about that place before now, we could have did it today because we really didn't do anything. So like we just got up during the week. It's like, okay, let's go check out Westlake. Because I kept on Googling houses, and then that city, for whatever reason, new builds kept popping up, and that's how we found that city. Yeah. But hopefully, like we looked out here for a house. Um, I don't forgot what city it was, but it was on a corner. The house wasn't that big. It had no pool, and it was like $2.1 million. Like why? Like it was a cute house, but the kitchen and the buildings were old. It was a small house. It sat on a corner. It was not worth $2.1 million. We walked through it. We entertained her, get the realtor, and he was like, "Okay, thank you. We don't have $2 million to buy for a house." Mm-mm. I don't know what the. You have to tell me what TMH mean. You buy. I don't mind the location, so I'm. That's why I said I'd rather buy a smaller house than what I expected, and then you know upgrade, and then we can always move in a couple years when we get a little equity and all that into a house. So I don't mind doing that, like getting something smaller, just because I realize reality has hit that we're not going to be able to get a good house and a location. It's just you're gonna have to give. Something has to give. Yeah, yeah, we'll know. Yeah. But anywho, so that's that. Everything else is just living life, y'all. Listen, I don't know what we be doing all the time, but we just be like chilling. We just always here vibing out. You getting your Range Rover? Ooh, yes. I'm gonna get my Range Rover before I'm 40, and I'll be 40 in 24 months. So I have 24 months to figure out how I'm gonna get this Range Rover. Okay, cleaning is coming. Listen, let me tell you, to be all the way real with y'all. This house has been towed up. Like I'll get it clean and then we'll move it. When April moved a couple months ago, she couldn't take everything on the plane. So all of her stuff was still everywhere. So I had to go because the way she moved, she wasn't supposed to move like that. Like her whole little, I know her little dream and vision of graduating and moving on to her own little apartment and all that kind of got messed up from COVID. So, whoever graduated in 2020, I'm so sorry. It just tore their whole thing up. They didn't graduate, like normal. We had to wait. We had to wear masks. It was limited. Like it was just a whole mess. So she moved to St. Louis um, before we did and started school out there living with Darnell parents. So we ended up bringing all that stuff in the U-Haul here to Miami. So of course, we're not in the U-Haul or driving. Me and her just took a plane up to Boston So all of her stuff, I ended up putting it into with some plastic totes. And the other second bathroom has like a big enough space, so I put all her stuff is stacked in there. So that's the point. All of her stuff is over there. So I'm trying to like rearrange and get stuff set up. So that's why you keep seeing me do little parts around this place, because having all of her stuff in here, and y'all know we still technically like living out of suitcases. We just everything that's here we've collected because all of our household stuff is in storage in Texas. Like this is literally a blow up bed right here. Air bed, not a blow up bed, air bed. There we are. So that's just that's this transition right here. Never thought that I'll be on a air bed this long, but it's working. Like you don't even know that it's an air bed because I have so much padding. I have that thick foam on here, and then on I actually have like three layers or four layers under here. So I got the bed, the big old foam pad, and then on top of the foam pad is another pad that I have over it to hold the foam pad in place. And then the sheets and all of that. So yeah, you don't even know it. Our household goods can stay in there forever. Their pen they gave him free since he retired. The military paid for it for the first year, so they still paying for it. So it's just sitting there. And his motorcycle, all of that is still in household goods. So yeah, that's one reason he ready to get his own place so he can start gardening. And when I tell y'all, this guy had he has his whole like grow lights and everything out here growing plants and stuff. Like that was our little bonding time when we was buying all these plants. We were going to all these nurseries and all of that. That's how we ended up with so many plants. Because it was some fun for us to do, find these cute plants. And now a lot of them start dying. I start throwing them away. I can't deal with dead plants or plants that don't live. So no, we don't pay for it. The military. Oh, I think I just answered that, but no, the military is paying. So you get so many perks when you retire from the military. I was just explaining like when you just go in the military only for a couple years, you definitely do not maximize your benefits, your payout every month, um, everything. When you retire, like you still just got so many more benefits and money and all this stuff, opposed to you just going in for a couple years and getting out. So I'm so glad he stuck with it and retired because it just make a world of difference financially, medically. Like we still have regular medical insurance. We have to pay for it now, but it's only like $50 a month, and that covers all of us. So yeah, him retiring. Even though I'd be like kind of bitter, not bitter. How would you describe it? I'd be like, man, I sacrificed. I followed you around. This and this, but it's just like rewarding it at the same time. You're a retired military family, so you definitely understand all the perks and this and the benefits. Because I see some of his cousins that got out that only did like maybe 6 years or however many years. They take their ID, they can't go back to the PX. Like you are stripped of everything. It's like wow, it's like you were never even in the military. Good night. Yes, I'm about to go to bed because I'm sleepy too. Your dad did 25 years. He hasn't worked in 8 years. He living good. Yeah, like Darnell. We in here, we can afford this place, and this is quite pricey, and still, be fine. So, if at one point he was gonna go back to work, but it doesn't look like he's trying to go back to nobody's job no time soon. I guess maybe when he get a job, get a house, and then he can get his mind together. But he just be here in this house. We're in this house every day. Some people couldn't be around their spouse every day all day long, but we here every day together. Now I'm back working from home, so we definitely here every day, all day long, always together. Now this is gonna be the first time when he leave this week that will be gone, separate or whatever for a couple weeks. There's no PX out here. We look for PX. You know where PX is down here in Miami? The VA is out here. But that's it. Um, his motorcycle is in a crate in storage. So they built a wooden crate around the motorcycle. Then they put the crate onto a truck and drove it to a warehouse. So it's sitting in the warehouse. And if whatever happens to the stuff, they will replace it because it's insured. So it doesn't matter. The whole thing can catch on fire. We will just get everything replaced or they'll just give us money. And so that's life, right? Got insurance. Yes, I'm sleepy. It was so good to speak with you guys. I felt like, yo, I didn't get a video up because then, but I'll do a cleaning video sometime this week. That'll be fun. Since I've gotten most of this everything back together, I have a spot for everything now. That's where I was having a problem with because when April was over there in that corner, she had her stuff and then we designed it for her. And then the boys are in their room. So we're still like moving things, buying things, moving around, just still got what 10 more months, 11 more months here in this house. So just got to make the best of it until we find a house. But good nights. Thank y'all for letting me talk about this house. So that was not what we supposed to be talking about. Freaking housing. House. Oh Lord. But that's it. Enjoy. I enjoy it. Like it is a blast. Like it is awesome. Well, we both honestly missed the military life. He said he missed it, but he don't want to do it no more. Look at my cute big blanket from got it on Black Friday or something from Victoria's Secret. Cute. Nice and cozy. Good night. Thank y'all for rocking out with me. I will see you sometime, hopefully tomorrow, for another vlogmas. I'm doing the best. It's kind of boring this year, but I'm doing what I can do, y'all. Good night, my loves. I will speak to you guys hopefully tomorrow. Bye.